hearing her poetry, ones that she did and ones that she presents that others did. And I know that the one that she did reminds me of one that I put away and haven't finished yet, but at some point I will have to finish it. A good friend of mine passed 6 years ago, and now I have a new friend that reminds me of my late friend, and it's like, yeah, I had to write about that, but I guess I just need more inspiration to finish it. All right, now for the regularly scheduled jokes. Well, I'm a history major, so it meant something to me when we had the state funeral of an ex-president, because I'm reminded of how it marks the time in my life, various stages in my life, benchmarks, milestones, whatever. First time that happened, I was at college in Iowa City. Yeah, that's been a little while, but more recently, I know what I said about it was that I'm doing a little better now than the last time we had the passing of the next president 6 years ago, because I have a good job at the bank. I've been there over 4 years, and 6 years ago I said that I was in the midst of my time in the wilderness, laid off from a good job, and was trying to find another good one, and I just couldn't for a while, and I spent a little more time in that funk. So I guess maybe it is appropriate to mention ex-president's passing, because I know sometimes when politicians run for office, they'll ask, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago, especially if they're trying to get re-elected. But yes, notice I kept that nonpartisan because I'm a history major. All right. Well, yes, I spoke about the banks. That means, talk about me in the banking place. That means tails from the bank, like tails from the crypt. That river is not running dry. I still keep finding new things. In fact, even more better things possibly now that I got moved to a downtown office. This past week, we had a pizza party, and I can't recall having one at the little suburban office I was at for 4.5 years. But I paid attention to my colleague's advice, who said get in line earlier, you may not get pizza at all. Well, even after I had finished 2 slices and had some salad too, there was still a decent amount left. But I know that a senior leader said we ordered 25 pizzas, so I'd like to think that was going to take care of most people, especially when I knew 2 people in particular were absent. And yeah, I was standing in line waiting for my turn, as you do, and then I finally get an introduction to that senior leader, and it's like, oh, I only knew you from dial-in meetings before. It's like, oh, good. I guess I should have known I'd meet more people now that I was in the downtown office. As the saying goes, where the action is. I know that cable channel once did that jingle. Showtime's going to take you where the action is. I know I even said that about, I'd like to think that I can take advantage of some more perks because of being at that office, because, well, we're closer to some of the sports venues, and I have seen one game in the bank suite because of being an employee, so yay for perks. Yeah, and then story number 2, where I ended up finally finding something that was nice to find, where I had to place an order for, Monday an order for supplies, and my boss approved it and said, well, if it's copy paper, why don't you get some out of supply room? And I said, then somebody needs to show me where that is. Yeah. And they did! Yay! And it was a rather simple code to get in, so yay for that. And the order arrived too, so yeah, I'm good in that department for a while.
Corporate competence, yeah.
Yep. All right. I'm sure you'll get your tune soon, or already have. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that was the bank, and then yes, I do things when I'm not at work too. It's nice to stay active, as my college roommate said to me. I'll get to that soon enough. Sometimes I do like some of the non-food items when I go to grocery stores. I mean, when I like having something to read, sometimes that means I buy a special magazine if it's subject to interest me. But this week it went even farther than that, where I was seeing these basketballs for sale at a grocery store. Yeah. To some people that would be a stretch, but it's Hy-Vee, and that's an Iowa store, and they signed up Caitlin Clark, the women's basketball player, as one of their spokespeople. So it was a signature model, Caitlin Clark series basketball, and then I said, well, it's been there a few weeks, maybe I should get one, and give me some credit. Same alma mater, I said, I should get the one with my school's colors, Iowa Hawkeye black and gold. Not only is that at my school, but one of the other offers was in pastel colors like purple. And it's like, I think I made the right choice. You have to go with what you really want. I know that different, multiple styles mean it sells better, but it's my money. And I ended up finding out that these are going for a lot more on the secondary market. It's like, I guess it's good that I got it in the primary market then. I mean, it still boggles my mind how much people will mark up certain things. It's like, it's not just scalping tickets, I guess. Ugh. Well, yes, back to my college roommate. I went to... I tried going to a book fair this weekend at a microbrewery. I took the light rail into the city for that. And then, it wasn't as cold on Saturday as it is tonight. But it's still January, people. I saw a long line that wrapped around the block. And I did ask somebody in line, are you here for the book fair? Yep. And it's like, I saw how long the line was. It's like, nope, I like books, but not that much. I mean, if I want books, I want to be able to get inside right away where it's warmer. Well, I told my college mate about that by text, and he said, good to be busy. I said I didn't feel like filling him in about what I've been doing because I found out he does read my Facebook postings. Yay. I'm not always sure about that because I only know about the people who do that. Press like, that react to it. They don't tell me how many people have read it, just who liked it. So I started jonesing for finding books. I went to a bookstore I'd been to before that didn't have a special event, and I got in right away. Yay, because otherwise what's the point? And yes, I did find a big baseball book. Shocking, yeah, big baseball fan. And then some cheap DVD movies, so... And it meant that I could replace another VHS tape. I've slowly been doing that over the years. So yeah, I think I'm good on DVDs for a while. But I found out that it's better to rent it because I watch them right away. Because if I bought it, no motivation to watch it right away. I already own it. It's not going to cost me any more money. Yeah. Movies, I even went to the Trylon Cinema this weekend. And then I said, can I make it through without a bathroom break? Yes, barely. But I needed a pee bottle because the line was too long at the movie theater's bathroom. I'm a man. Men understand that need for pee bottles. You may not need them that often, but when you need one, it's nice to have one. And I had it in my car. Well, that'll do it for me. Thank you all, been great.
What movie did you watch at